Hello, everyone. So, the topic for today's video is, quite a common experience that many of us have. I've certainly had this and still do at certain points. And the statement is, if things go wrong or I make a mistake, I hate myself and begin to spiral. So, is that something you've experienced? You know, for example, there you are. You realize you've forgotten to do something, or you've made a mistake doing something, and it's as if you're, you know, suddenly this sort of horrid voice comes up within you and starts beating you to a pulp inside, with the most awful words. Many of my clients report that, they got these sort of statements that they'll say to themselves that they would never say to anybody else if they made a mistake, but with themselves, this is common. It's as if the inner critic, or as I refer to it, the internalized narcissistic parent, is literally sending hit after hit of criticism and abuse and shaming you and blaming you. And it's very hard once this starts to come out of this, because you see, well, it was your fault, wasn't it? I mean, you did make a mistake, so you are to blame. So the inner critic's right, aren't they? And so you find yourself scrambling to try to put it right or undo the mistake. You may find yourself trying to apologize to others, or sort of, quick, try to cover it up somehow, or you might turn to people-pleasing actions to make up for it. And you feel such shame about yourself for having made the mistake. And that is the key here. You see, when growing up with or being in relationship with a narcissist, we're never encouraged to make decisions without checking in with the narcissistic person first. We must check in with them before deciding for ourselves, as if we don't, and we get it wrong or we mess up, well, the shaming, blaming, the ramifications of that are terrifying. I mean, what if you don't check in with them and then it turns out to be a mistake? Or what if they gave you some advice and you decided to do something different and it turned out wrong? Once again, the narcissist would be able to stand there going, I told you so. You should have listened to me. You're not capable of doing this on your own. But also, on the other hand, even if we do make a decision and it seems that we've got something right, we've actually done the right thing, this can also be a dangerous place to be in. Because once again, we haven't checked with the narcissistic partner or parent. So the narcissistic person will begin to cause you to doubt your decision, even if it's the right one. They'll try to maintain their control and their dominance over your decision making by trying to suggest that you doing things on your own will not work out, that they know better, and that you're incapable. And if you do decide to do something off your own instinct, they will be proven right, ultimately, that you made a mistake. So their aim really is to get you to doubt your ability of being a capable, independent person. They want you dependent. So what happens is, when we have left a parent or a partner, further down the line, the same trauma gets triggered whenever we make a mistake, or we forget to do something, or we say something wrong, we're instantly launched back into the criticism and control of childhood or the narcissistic relationship, when to make a mistake was something that made you feel that you were made to feel stupid about or incapable about. And of course, this is an outright lie. We all make mistakes. So does the narcissist, just by the way. And this is part of life. In fact, some people even debate, is there any such thing as a mistake? Is it not all part of the healing journey that each of us is on? It's okay to make mistakes. It's how you handle them that is the most important in my books. I mean, it's how we grow. And so now, what we need to do to bring ourselves out of this criticism, shaming, and blaming about making mistakes, we need to begin to be that other parent that we never had. So at the moment, you may have this internalized bully, this internalized critic who beats you up. Well, that's the voice of the old order. We need to bring in now the voice of that parent you wished you had, the one that was compassionate, encouraging. He said, "Good on you for trying," or "Oh, doesn't matter. What do we need to do next? Now, what have you learned from this? That's the voice of the parent that we need to counteract now with that bullying voice. We want to be at a place where we can make mistakes and we can be absolutely okay with it. We can be compassionate to ourselves, and we can almost see a mistake as an opportunity to celebrate not being perfect, because, in fact, is not making mistakes perfection? I don't think so, actually. And this is freedom, when we're able to love ourselves unconditionally, and almost be able to have a laugh at ourselves and the so-called mistakes we've made. This shame, though, this internal shame is key, and it's key to the healing from narcissistic abuse. And in the work I do with clients, this is what we head for. We begin to release you from that shame that's on the subconscious and stored in the body. And it's vital that we do that, but we can begin chipping away at it by being aware of shame moments in our present day life, and beginning to be that good parent that you've always been looking for. It's within you. Thanks, everybody. If you'd like to work with me, please put yourself in for a free consultation, and we can go from there. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm trying to get my subscribers up. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed already, and do leave your comments. I love reading them, and I will respond as and when I'm able. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye now.